ready for your love.
I'm so ready. Guys,
I'm ready.
Joe thinks everyone freaked out and that it was the end of the world because
No, I didn't.
last week we didn't have a podcast. Oh my God. How is anyone even surviving?
Listen, ever since I started this project, every single week, even when we were on vacation, I always had an episode. And that was the first one I didn't, and it destroyed me.
I know, honey, but sometimes it's about quality, not quantity. Okay?
Also, I'd like to mention, iTunes tried to shut us down.
They did.
Because the name is a shit show.
Yes.
And I have spending the better part of that last week trying to fight to get it back, and today I finally got it. So,
thanks to...
woohoo! Thanks to this lovely bird over here.
I just said one thing and he was able to fix it all.
What was that?
I said, look at other podcasts with shit
I
in
don't know
it.
for sure what did it then. So every time they kept sending me a new email saying something else was off, which I don't know why they couldn't just do it all in one email. Then all of a sudden they said, oh, the name just doesn't work. And I was like, are you kidding me? Where was that in any of the emails? So then I looked up shit on the search, and I showed them a screenshot of every other podcast with the word shit or an asterisk in it. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden I got approved. So we back.
Well, we did it.
We
Even though you don't want to give me any credit. Thanks.
This is all credit to Alexis.
No, it's not all, but you seem to just
Shout out
think
to our
I don't
fans.
participate at all in this podcast. That's what he's claiming.
Shout out to our fans who keep tuned in. Shout out to my shout out of the week is Pat and Tim. They said they were laughing their asses off in the car listening to our episodes. So thank you guys for.
You don't tell me any of this.
Well, you know, it's a need to know basis. No, I'm saying.
I need to know I'm 50% of this shit.
I know.
Anyway, so if you can't tell, there's a little bit of animosity.
I didn't feel any animosity.
Oh, I'm feeling it.
Boy. Oh, here we go.
I'm fucking feeling it. So last week we tried to record, okay?
Oh, it was bad.
It was bad because we kept pushing it off, and yes, I can take partial problem for that. Yes, I take credit for. I'll take the blame. Yeah, I push it off, and we push it to the last minute. And when we were recording, I may not be my usual yes queen self, and Joe kept trying to push it out of me, and then he got very upset and he was like, we're canceling it. And then for the next 24 hours he basically doesn't talk to me because he's so upset. And I'm like, can we just discuss this like adults? Why are you prolonging the fight? Just let's talk about it. But he was just like, no. He was just so hurt about it, and I felt bad, and I was an asshole. I'll admit it, I was an asshole. But he can't. Sometimes I feel like your pet clown that you're just like, okay, we're on, go, be crazy. You're not crazy enough. Go crazier. And I'm just like, dude, this is me. You're gonna get what you're gonna fucking get, okay? I don't know. I'm not gonna sit here and I'm not a fucking actress. I'm not gonna fake it. If I'm not in a good mood, I'm not in a fucking good mood.
Now my side of the story.
Okay.
This is my creative outlet. We had tried it twice and it wasn't working out. I did not want a pet clown. I wanted a conversation. I just wanted us to talk. And she kept berating me and insulting me, so I called it off. And she just wasn't feeling the vibe for a little improv conversation session. So I called it off, and yes, I was definitely upset because I had a discipline on letting an episode out every week. And it didn't happen.
I know, you were
But
very
we're over it now.
disappointed.
I was very disappointed.
And I was feeling hurt too.
We were both hurt, equally hurt.
Yes. So what did we learn from this situation? Because we're all about fucking giving advice and shit about fighting, so
And that bitch better perform. I'm just kidding.
So let's fight in front of everyone.
There we go.
Show them how we do it.
Let's do it. I'm gonna kill you.
So, oh my god. So I would say first let's do this. I'm gonna say something that I can work on, and you say and something that I think you can work on, and then you go, and then we shake on it or hug it out or pinky promise that we're gonna work on it. Okay? Okay. So I should not have been so impatient and yelled at you when things were going bad. I apologize. I think that when that happens, you should also realize I am not this, monkey, and you can just turn me on and off. I mean, you can turn me on, but
Oh my God.
no, but you know what I mean? Like, you can't just be like, okay, go, and expect me to just be so fucking fabulous. Like, come on. And also, the worst thing is that you shouldn't have been mad for that long. I know it takes people time to like forgive, but I'm more the type to just, let's rip this Band-Aid off. Let's discuss it, and it's uncomfortable, and confrontation is never fun. But we live together, we're stuck with each other for life. We gotta just get these things out and done. Why would you want to spend more time of your life upset with someone when you could just fix it?
Talk about their feelings. Sometimes the guys, we just need our quiet time. We don't want to talk about it.
I understand that. I get that, and I'll give you like half a day. I don't think you should push it all night, all morning till the next night.
I had to show you how mad I was.
Oh, so it was a revenge silence.
That's right.
That's really fucking healthy, Joe.
Terms of the silence.
No. That's revenge. That's rude. So you
apologize?
Yes, I
Cool.
apologize for being a jerk.
Cool. We can move on now. All right, next
It's
topic.
your turn.
I apologize for being right and just being perfect. I apologize for being silent too long and should have communicated more.
Thank you.
See that?
And what was the other thing?
I don't know.
You're supposed to say something good about you and something bad.
Something good about me?
I don't know, whatever, fine. We got that out of the way.
Cool.
So that brings me to the topic of, this is obviously Joe's passion project. It's not mine. And I've been completely transparent about that. So I'm not going to be ashamed for it. I'm not going to fucking lie and be like, oh my God, every week I'm so excited to podcast. I still don't listen to the podcast. I have listened to a couple.
She watches it.
No, I don't, Joe.
No,
I don't.
We post it on Facebook.
No, I don't.
Every time I have
No,
to pay
I
her on
don't.
Wednesday.
No, I
it's
don't.
on Facebook. I see her laughing at it.
I look a little and then I have to stop and I fast forward strategically because there's some things I just can't deal with. I am trying, Joe, to remember it was my New Year's resolution to do this. So I'm pushing myself to do this. So don't shit on me. Deter me from doing it further. Okay. Anyways, if everyone's still listening, if they're uncomfortable with watching us literally fighting on, I know. I want them to feel the anxiety.
They're like, I'm anxious. I feel uncomfortable for them, but I'm gonna keep listening.
Yeah, it's like a fucking train wreck. Oh, well. Okay, so there are things. How much activities do you need to enjoy with your partner, and how many do you need to enjoy alone? And obviously it's going to be different for every person, but I think when you first start dating, if you're clear and open about what your boundaries are and what are like hard terms versus soft terms. Like for me, when I first started dating Joe, I was like, oh, maybe he's just gonna like want me to go work out every day. And he's gonna be the type of guy that like does 5Ks every weekend.
Yeah, just run all the time.
I was afraid of that, and he'd be like strict about my diet, and that was a hard stop for me. So at first I was like, I think I'm just gonna have sex with him and get out of my system, because I know those are like my hard terms. No, I'm not gonna be doing that kind of stuff. Or if like other things, I'm like, if he was religious or like wanting to go to church like 4 days a week and expected me to go with him, I'd be like, no, that's not going to work for me either. But there's some things where I'm like, okay, like working out, he works out on his own, and it's okay, that's his time for himself. He's not putting pressure on me to do that. He's not, it's his time, and I'm not expecting him to come to pole dancing with me, even though I would fucking love it.
I'm gonna pass on that. It's gonna be a hard pass.
But I don't know, what do you think? Like how many, like if you did, like things that I need is someone who likes to travel, someone who is, number one thing, who's willing to accept my family and come to family events. Those are my two I need from someone.
I said this advice to one of my friends already.
Yeah.
You have to choose your hard values
that
are deal breakers and ones you can negotiate.
Yes.
My friend kept wondering and thinking that there's this existence where it can all be yeses, yeses, yeses. That does not exist in a relationship. I refuse to believe that everyone just gets along and likes to do all the same things. There are certain things that you're going to want to do with each other, sure, but then there's going to be other things that you are going to have to be talked into doing and okay with doing.
And you should still try your partner's stuff.
Sure, you might like it.
Yeah, like, when Joe was doing a boot camp, I went to a couple, and then I realized I don't like this, but I'll just lay on the beach and eat chips while they run in circles.
And that she did. She did
so
really well.
I was very supportive in that way, in my own way. And if he was like, you got to work out with me Sunday mornings, 8 a.m. every day, every weekend, I'd have to be like, oh, this isn't going to work out. But keep in mind, when you're like first dating someone, you just want to like the sexual attraction, it clouds your mind, and you have to realize that. You have to be like, wait, am I fucking dick blind right now? Like, yeah, because all you want is to have sex, and then once you have sex, it's like for women at least, it's your nature. You're like, okay, I have to make sure he's going to be a good provider, and I have to keep him around because I need him to like, I need his seeds so that I can reproduce. Like, that's not what anyone thinks, but like, that's human nature. Like, even though I'm a full-on fucking feminist, our bodies still want that. But either way, I don't even know where I was fucking going with this.
Neither do I. Neither do I. We got seeds and
I want your
blinded.
seed. But you're doing yourself a disservice if you just accept the things or think maybe, oh yeah, I could change him later. No, you fucking can't. So you need to be clear in the beginning. Most people are afraid of confrontation. They're not willing to be like, these are the things I want out of a relationship. This is what I'm looking for. Are you looking for a sexual partner? Are you looking for a fucking full-time husband who's gonna, support your life?
You gotta be prepared for the opposite too. You can't be so stubborn that any little thing someone does that you don't like is grounds for breaking up either.
Yeah. And you won't figure these things out until you kind of grow up, and also from dating people who do things that you don't want. Then you're like, okay, wow, don't want that again. Time to date someone else. So I think people who like are serial daters, hopefully they'll figure it out.
It's just being insightful. If you just it's not even about how many people you date, because I've seen people date lots of people.
Yeah.
They're just not insightful enough to realize
learn from each one
they have
to get to the
more
next.
Negotiable. Some people are just too hard pressed in their ways.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I know. So
man, you got the rants today. She's preaching us today, guys.
God, was I too much? I'm just saying, like,
I liked it.
There were
got
so
some good words in
many
there.
relationships in the past where I just kind of let those things go by, and if I had stayed with him, I would be so fucking miserable. Like, my priorities and values changed, and I would try to, change who I was to accommodate this person because I was so desperate to have that connection, and I wanted to be in a relationship, and I wanted to get married. But then I was like, why am I doing this? Why? It's like, don't change yourself. You're gonna spend the rest of your life being miserable with someone because you wanted it so badly, but you don't really want them. So you don't want them. Get rid of them now. The sooner you get rid of them, the sooner you can move on to your perfect person. Well, no one's perfect, but to the person who's a match.
I'm perfect.
Yeah, fucking bullshit.
I'm gonna make you go blind, girl.
So what are some of your hard stops?
Similar ones as yours. Traveling, family. Family's a big one.
Yeah.
Just letting me do my own thing when I need to do my own thing. That's a big thing. And then just certain health things. Like I wouldn't be big into someone who like chain smoked cigarettes or something like that. But that's all I can think of right now.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, health is important to me, but different. Like, I'm not...
able to be respectful and outgoing on a certain level. Because for me, I kind of look for the things that I lack and wish I had more for myself. So being more outgoing, being able to handle a room and stuff like that. So that's what you do, my love.
I handle a room?
This is how you turn this episode around. Yeah, you're just so amazing. Keep going, guys. Keep listening. And you are just so perfect in every way. And
I know I'm not, so don't fucking lie to me.
Everything I want in an ideal woman is you.
No, it's not. But I think I check off a lot of boxes.
Oh, boy.
What?
Yeah, you check off all the boxes.
No, not all of them. But I'm working on it. And, another thing is I always just want to be with someone who's open to everything, I don't want someone who I want someone with a growth mindset. We talk about this all the time. Like, you know, what if we're like 65 and I'm like, hey, let's try doing some fucking orgies. I have to be with someone who's like, hey, I'll never do that ever. Like, who fucking knows?
Who knows?
And who just lets me be me and doesn't shame me for being a fucking psycho, crazy, slutty, sex-positive creature of the world.
Oh my gosh. Noticed how, after I complimented her, her voice has gotten calmer now. She's talking
Maybe
more
you should
subdued.
compliment me more.
Look at that, way more calm than the initial episode.
The end of this, I'm going to be like Karen Sharp. 103.5 love songs on the coast.
Thank you for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen, and we hope you learned a thing or two, because I know we've learned a thing or two.
I want to like get people's love dedications and read them here. That's my dream.
Well,
send me your love dedications, your love dedication.
Like the shout out to their love.
Yeah, and they want to be like shout out.
That would be fun.
Wouldn't it? Someone send us your love dedication.
Us a love dedication.
So we can spread the word to our, 40 followers.
Message one of us or send me a message on Facebook or wherever you have my contact info.
Show up at our house. We live at the.
Oh my God. Send me who you want to send your dedication to and what you wanted to say.
Oh
and
my
we'll do it
God,
next
love
episode.
dedication.
We still need to bring people on here. That's still a step.
I know, but we have such a fucked up schedule and no one wants to be on the show.
No, we've got people who want to be on. I'll get them.
Who is willing and open to talk about their sex life?
People. I noticed
Really?
they won't do it as couples, but they'll do it as individuals.
Really?
Yes.
Because I feel like we're the only people who
No.
are open to talking about.
I'll find them.
Next week I want to talk about some juicy topics, but
Like what?
Joe
What's
said
the
we need
juice?
to be calm till we get Apple to
I know, I
say
need Apple to
thumbs up.
reject us again.
So
They're
some
just
juicy
being
topics I want to talk about are women's shame with masturbation.
Oh boy. Ooh,
And
boy.
also men's shame with making noise during sex.
Oh my God.
So I feel like that goes hand in
This is
hand.
gonna be an
People's sex
interesting
shame.
episode.
Yeah, so you better fucking scream tonight or else I'll know you're shamed. Joe's gonna be like, woo!
I don't know what I'm gonna do. Oh.
I'll take anything, not this.
Oh boy.
And then you just know it's over because it's like a little spasm and then they fall
boy.
asleep.
Wow, this is very revealing.
Oh, I'm not saying about you, I'm just saying about guys who cannot make a single noise during sex. Okay, I don't want to get too deep
I'm
into it.
learning a lot about myself right now. Huh? Am I getting called out here? What is this?
No,
Jesus.
no, that's for next week. I'll call you out next week.
Getting hot
No.
in here. Whew.
I know there are just some guys who literally won't even like make a noise and they'll try so hard not to move and they'll just be like,
Yeah,
and you
that's good.
think
That's
like
the best.
their forehead vein is gonna burst,
Ooh,
and
that's
you're
good.
like, let it out, just be free.
That's what I'm gonna do. That sounds good. Just tighten up. Just
No,
hold
you
it
don't.
all in.
Orgasm is about release.
Preach it, girl.
Preach
On
it.
that note, thank
Okay.
you for tuning in.
Thank you for tuning in. Send me your love dedication. Oh my God, a sexual love dedication. Tell us how much you
What a
love
match.
your girlfriend's large areolas.
Oh wow! What a match. We're gonna give someone a love dedication to their most precious loved one, and then follow that up with masturbation. Perfect.
Yeah, it is fucking perfect. Goodbye.
Gute Nacht.